Tidal 4% battery. The screen light is bleeding through my fingers, a pale blue halo in the dark. The ghost of your voice still lingers, like a dying, desperate spark. I'm staring at the thread of our last fight, scrolling back to when the words were sweet. But the shadows are winning the night, and I'm too tired to admit defeat. The red icon is a heartbeat slowing down, a tiny warning in this quiet town. I should plug it in, I should let it go, but I'm terrified of what I don't know. I'm on 4% battery, and I'm losing you. The glow is fading, and I'm turning blue, trying to memorize the way you said my name before the blackness ends the game. If the screen goes dark, do we disappear into the silence that I've learned to fear? It's a slow motion crash, a cinematic end on 4% battery, losing my best friend. The violin is playing in the hallway air, or maybe it's just the wind in my head. I'm looking for a cable that isn't there, tripping over things we never said. I've got 1 minute left of yours typing, a flickering hope on a glass display. But the hardware is cold and the soul is griping as the last of the power slips away. Don't leave me in the quiet, don't leave me with my thoughts. I'm a nervous wreck, a riot, tied in digital knots. 3%, 2, then a final line. I'm running out of juice, I'm running out of I'm on 4% battery, and I'm losing you. The glow is fading, and I'm turning blue, trying to memorize the way you said my name before the blackness ends the game. If the screen goes dark, do we disappear into the silence that I've learned to fear? It's a slow motion crash, a cinematic end on 4% battery, losing my best friend. 1%. The screen flickers. I was gonna say I'm sorry. I was gonna say, wait. Black space. Just my reflection in the dark. The to a year that you've never seen. 2026 feels like a place where I've never been. I'm still buying the cereal you liked, out of habit or spite, checking the locks on the door every Saturday night. The neighbors stop asking, they've run out of things to say. They watch me like a shipwreck that won't wash away. I'm a map with no landmarks, a sky with no blue, just a long empty road that used to lead straight to you. I tried to date someone, she had eyes just like yours, but I couldn't stop looking for the exit sign doors. It's like trying to breathe when the oxygen's gone. I'm just a tired dancer whose music won't turn on. 'Cause there is no after, there's just without. There's just the shadow of a ghost and the weight of the doubt. I'm a book with the last 40 pages torn out, wandering a city I don't know my way about. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief who leaves me the bill for this permanent grief. I'm still standing here where the world used to be. There is no after you. There's just a broken down me. I finally repainted the kitchen, it's a pale shade of gray, to match the color of the sky since you went away. I found your old hair tie in the cushion of the couch. It's funny how a little piece of plastic can make me slouch. I'm a master of faking it, a king of the I'm fine, while I'm drowning in the memory of when you were mine. The clock keeps on ticking, but it's lying to me, because I'm still stuck in the us that used to be. Is there a life after the sun falls out of the sky? Is there a truth left to tell after a beautiful lie? I'm reaching for a hand that isn't there to be held, watching the stories we promised get slowly unspelled. Just the shadow of a ghost and the weight just a broken down me. The stars are coming out. Still waiting. The tea is gone cold on the counter. The dust is settling on your frame. I'm a ghost in a house of encounters, still whispering the syllables of your name. I try to pick up the pieces of the morning, but my hands don't work the way they used to do. Every sunrise feels like a warning of another 24 without you. They say that time is a silver needle, that it sews the jagged edges back to gold. But I'm feeling small, I'm feeling feeble, and the thread is getting tired of being whole. 'Cause I'm broken in ways you can't see, a fracture in the soul of me, like a melody that lost its key, or a river running dry before the sea. I'm a beautiful mess, a shattered glass, waiting for the winter time to pass. But the glue won't stick and the cracks won't mend. How do I start when I'm stuck at the end? Yeah, I'm broken. The radio's playing our anthem, but the signal's cutting out through the rain. I used to think love was a ransom, but now I know it's just a different kind of pain. I see a shadow in the hallway mirror, but when I turn, it's just the fading light. I'm trying to bring the memories near to keep me warm through the shivering. I'm not asking for the world to stop its turn. I just wanna feel a little more sure that I won't just sit here and watch it all burn. Is there beauty in the wreckage? Is there power in the fall? Or am I just a casualty behind a crumbling wall? strings on a peak of emotional tension before jumping back into a soft, lonely piano. 'Cause I'm broken in ways you can't see, a fracture in the soul of me, like a melody that lost its key, or a river running dry before the sea. I'm a beautiful mess, a shattered glass, waiting for the winter time to pass. But the glue stick and the cracks won't mend. How do I start when I'm stuck at the end? Broken, like the promise we made in June. Broken, like the light of a hollow moon. I'm still here, just in pieces, just broken. The orange sky is bleeding out over the edge of this quiet town. I'm leaning on the porch with a ghost of a doubt, watching the golden hour melt down. I light a smoke just to have something to hold, since your hand isn't here anymore. The air is turning bitter and cold, like the shadow you left by the door. One puff for the way you used to laugh, one puff for the photograph I tore in half. The smoke rings are halos for the sins we committed. I'm trying to quit you, but I haven't admitted that I'm stuck between cigarettes and sunsets, drowning in the smoke of my own regrets. Watching the light die, watching the embers glow, waiting for the part where I finally let go. It's a cinematic tragedy in shades of red, living in the space of the things we never said, between the nicotine sting and the fading sky. I'm just learning how to say goodbye. You were the fire that warmed up my skin. Now you're just ash on the breeze. I breathe the memory of you back in, and it brings me down to my knees. The sun hits the horizon like a final curtain call, and the gray clouds are moving in slow. I'm watching the beauty of the ultimate fall, nowhere left to go. They say the sun will rise again tomorrow, but it's a different sun, a different kind of sorrow. The pack is getting empty, the sky is turning black, and no amount of wishing is gonna bring you back. just learning how to say goodbye. The sun is gone now. Just the glow of the cherry. One last breath. The weight is so heavy, midnight's coming, and I'm still here watching the smoke, watching the sunset disappear. The mirror in the hallway has a crack across the side, a perfect map of all the things I've tried so hard to hide. It's 2026 and I'm supposed to be brand new, but I'm just a collection of things I lost in you. I try to hold the pressure, I try to be the wall, I try to be the safety net to catch us if we fall. But even stone will weather, and even steel will bend. I reached the point where fixing it was just a way to pretend. They say that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger in the end. But I'm just jagged pieces that the wind began to send. I didn't bend like willow, I didn't drift like smoke. I stood my ground against the tide until the moment that I broke. And I broke like glass on a cold kitchen floor. I couldn't be the person that you need anymore. I shattered into fragments that I can't quite fit together. A summer heart that couldn't stand the change in the weather. There wasn't any warning, there wasn't any sound, just the feeling of my gravity hitting the ground. I'm not healing, I'm just trying to survive the smoke. The world is still home, but I broke. I see the way you look at me, like I'm a puzzle you can't solve. Watching all the promises and the plans we made dissolve. You want the old me back, the one who carried every load. But that version of me died somewhere back along the road. I'm tired of the almost, I'm tired of the try, I'm tired of the weight of a heavy, hollow sky. You can't glue back a spirit once the spirit's gone to dust. You can't polish the remains. snapped and tangled strings of a broken down harp. I'd give you back the pieces if I thought they'd make you stay. But I'm just a mess of yesterday that won't go away. Yeah, I broke like glass on a cold kitchen floor. I couldn't be the person that you need anymore. I shattered into fragments that I can't quite fit together. A summer heart that couldn't stand the change in the weather. There wasn't any warning, there wasn't any sound, just the feeling of my gravity hitting the ground. I'm not healing, I'm just trying to survive the smoke. The world is still home, but I broke, so leave me in the corner. Sweep the memories away. There's nothing left to save here at the end of the day. I'm not hurting, I'm just done. I'm the shadow of the battle that neither of us won. I broke. Still take my coffee with 2 sugars, just like you made it. Even though the taste of us has turned so bitter and faded. I saw your car in the driveway of that house on 5th Street. And for a second I forgot we're just 2 strangers who used to meet. I've deleted your number, but I know the digits by heart. It's the only thing I have left that hasn't fallen apart. I'm screaming at your ghost in the middle of the hall, waiting for a silence that I'll never even call. It's a cycle, it's a fever, it's a beautiful mess. I'm wearing the memory of you like a heavy Your t-shirt is sitting at the bottom of the drawer. I can't bring myself to throw it, but I can't wear it no more. Every song on the radio sounds like your name, and I'm the only one left here to carry the blame. I see you in faces of people I don't even know. How can you be everywhere when you chose to go? You're the scar on my skin that I never wanna heal. The only thing left that still makes me feel. I want to forget you, I want to be free, but I'm terrified of who I am without you and me. I hate that I miss you, I hate how you win, I hate that I'd let you come right back in. I love how you broke me, the way that you move. I've got so much to say and nothing to prove. It's a poison, a promise, a beautiful lie. I'm begging for hello, I'm saying goodbye. I hate you for leaving, I love you for staying. I'm tired of the games that I'm still out here playing. I hate you, God, I love you. I hate you, please don't leave me. I hate you for making me love you this way. The light's turning green, but I'm still standing still. I hate you, I always will. The closet's empty and the air feels thin. I'm scrubbing every place your touch has been. It's 2026 and the world is turning fast, but I've been anchored deep in a shipwrecked past. I took your picture off the bedside table today. Didn't shatter the glass, just tucked it away. I'm tired of the way, tired of the ghost, tired of loving the things that hurt me the most. My fingers are shaking as I reach for the light. I'm done being the one who stays up through the night, tracing the outlines of a life we didn't lead, planting flowers in a garden that's nothing but weed. So I let go, like a breath in the cold of the stories we whispered and the lies that we told. I'm dropping the keys to a house we don't own. I'm learning the rhythm of standing alone. It's not a white flag, it's not a defeat, it's just walking away from a dead first time my heart didn't break. The wind didn't sound like the way you'd call my name. The sky was just blue, it wasn't a shame. I'm not checking my phone for a ghost in the dark. I'm not looking for us in every faint spark. The sorry I wanted doesn't matter no more. I've stopped waiting for footsteps outside of my door. It hurts to hold on like wire in my palm, but letting go brings this terrifying calm. The space where you were is a hole in the floor, but I'm not falling in anymore. No, I'm not falling in the room is so still. I thought I couldn't do it, but I think I will. I let go. Yeah, let go. Goodbye to the maybe. Goodbye to the soon. I'm just a silhouette in a brand new afternoon. I let go. I watched you watch the door tonight, waiting for his call while I was standing right beside you, leaning against the wall. I've mastered the art of the best friend smile, the one that hides the cracks. I'm the one who picks up all the pieces he leaves in his tracks. I know the way you take your tea, the fears you never name, but in the story of your life, I'm just a face without a frame. It's a quiet kind of torture, a slow and steady bleed, to be everything you want, but nothing that you need. I'm the shadow to your grace, always close enough to touch, but never in your space. And I loved you alone, in the dark, in the silence, dreams today, the ones that don't include me. And I nodded like a soldier, though I'm drowning in the sea. I've spent 1,000 nights rehearsing what I'd finally say, but then you say my name and all the courage melts away. It's 2026 and time is moving like a ghost. I'm still anchored to the person who hurts me the most. Maybe I'm the fool for staying, the martyr for a lie, waiting for a hello that would never say goodbye. But I'd rather have the crumbs of us, the echoes and the stings, than to live in a world where I don't feel the ache your presence brings. Chase the light. I'll stay here in the shade, watching the beautiful mess that we never actually made. No one will ever know, no one will ever see how much of my life was you and how little was me. I loved you alone. So long. Goodbye, my I passed that diner on 4th Street, the one with the neon sign. I saw a couple in our booth, drinking cheap house wine. The way he tucked her hair back, it felt like a physical blow. Because that's a movie I've seen 1,000 times before. And now I'm sitting in my driveway, staring at the dash, trying to find the us inside this pile of dust and ash. My phone still suggests your name when I type I'm home. The ghost of your laughter follows me wherever I roam. It's not just your touch or the way you'd say my name. It's the version of me I was with you that'll never be the same. But I don't just miss your face, face or the scent of your skin. I miss the safety of knowing exactly where I fit in. I miss the inside jokes that no one else will ever get, and the way we had it become each other's biggest regret. The world is still turning. It's January 2026, but I'm stuck on a puzzle that I don't know how to fix. I don't just miss you, though God knows I do. I miss us. I tried to tell a story at dinner with friends last night, but I reached the punchline and the timing wasn't right. Because you were the one who always knew when to laugh. Now I'm just a lonely traveler on a broken path. I hate the way the we has turned back into I. It's like learning to walk again under a heavy sky. We weren't perfect, we were messy, we were loud, but we were a lighthouse in the middle of the crowd. Now the light is out and the shore is out of reach, and I'm just a lesson that I didn't want to I don't just miss your face or the scent of your skin. I miss the safety of knowing exactly where I fit in. I miss the inside jokes that no one else will ever get, and the way we had it become each other's biggest regret. The world is still turning, the seasons still change, but everything familiar has started to feel strange. I don't just miss you, though God knows I do. I miss us. I miss the good night text, I miss the Sunday rain, I miss the way your hand felt, dulling every pain. Now it's just me and the silence, me and the cold, watching the stories we never got to tell grow old. I miss us. Yeah, I miss us. I really do. I found a receipt in the pocket of my winter coat, from that diner in the valley where we wrote that stupid note. The ink has started bleeding, the date is 2024. A relic of a person I'm not allowed to be no more. The world is moving faster now, it's 2026, and everyone is telling me there's nothing left to fix. But I still see the way you chewed your lip when you were tired. thousand little memories I never quite retired. I tried to overwrite the files, I tried to burn the film. I tried to find a brand new ghost to haunt this empty realm. But the mind is like a record with a scratch upon the groove. It stays on the same second and it refuses to move. 'Cause I remember the way the light hit the kitchen floor, and I remember the sound of your key inside the door. I remember the silence right before the final break, and the exact vibration of the heart you chose to take. They say that forgetting is a gift that time will send, but I'm still at the beginning while you're at the end. Yeah, I remember. God, I wish I didn't. I walk past the park where the maples have grown tall. I remember when we hid there back before the fall. I can still feel the static of your sweater on my skin, like a phantom limb that's aching for where it should have been. I know your phone number, your blood type, and your fears. I've kept them like a secret through these 2 hollow years. It's a heavy kind of treasure, a burden made of gold, to keep a fire burning when the heart has turned so cold. Is it a haunting or a habit? Is it love or is it grief? To find a strange comfort in the thing that was the thief. I could let the memories fade, I could let the colors go, but then I'd have to admit that you're someone I don't know. Beginning while you're at the end. Yeah, I remember. God, I wish I didn't. The streetlights are humming, the night is closing in. I'm tracing the places where your laughter used to begin. You've forgotten my middle name, you've forgotten the song. I'm still here where the always went wrong. I remember, I still remember, I remember it all. I'm staring at the calendar, the pages turn to stone, in a house that's full of memories, but I've never felt so alone. The coffee cup is sitting where you left it on the shelf. I'm having conversations with the shadow of myself. I try to move the furniture to change the way it feels, but the floor is made of quicksand and the ground beneath me reels. I'm checking all the watches, I'm winding every spring, hoping for a miracle that a second hand might bring. But the morning never settles and the evening never ends. I'm stuck inside a fracture where the light no longer bends. Waiting for the U-turn. I walked down to the park today, the trees are getting tall. I remember when we planted them back before the fall. There are kids with kites and lovers holding hands along the bay, while I'm still wearing the sweater that you gave me. It's 2026 or so the headlines seem to say, but I'm still living in the Tuesday that you walked away. Is there a map for a life that's standing still? A way to climb the mountain when you've lost the will? I'm screaming at the hourglass, I'm begging for the sand to stop slipping through the fingers of my shaking empty hands. Just waiting for the U to rhyme. too late. I'm a lifetime too long. I'm the ending of a song that never really finished, lost in time. The clock on the wall is a liar, taking circles round the truth. The neon signs are dying fire, burning up the remains of my youth. I told the barkeep, keep 'em coming until the shadows start to dance. I'm just a motor that's still humming, waiting for a ghost of a chance. It's midnight in a glass again, watching the amber tide roll in, drowning the secrets I can't keep in a liquid grave 3 fingers deep. The world is blurred, the edges soft, while I'm holding this heavy silence aloft. Just me and the spirit of who I was then. It's midnight in a glass again. There's a girl in the corner with silver eyes, tracing patterns in the condensation, selling a bouquet of beautiful lies to a man seeking a new destination. But I'm just staring at the bottom of the well, where the ice cubes melt into the floor, falling through a velvet version of hell, and asking the bottle for just one more. They say the morning brings the clarity, the cold hard light of day. But tonight, the dark is a charity that washes the wreckage It's midnight in a glass. Curses blinking like a heartbeat on a cold black screen. I've written out 1,000 things that'll never be seen. I ask the air how you're doing, if you're sleeping okay. If the city in the winter feels as lonely and gray, I hit send on a hey just to see if you're there. But the blue bubble sits in the silence of the air. It's 2026, we got the world in our hands, but I'm still shouting secrets into shifting sands. I check for the typing sign, the 3 little dots that used to tie my stomach into beautiful knots. But the screen stays empty, the connection is dead, just a dial tone ringing inside of my head. And there's no reply, just a hollow delivered. I'm standing in the heat, but I'm never felt more shivered. I'm a letter to a house that's been burned to the ground, a desperate cry that doesn't make a sound. I'm begging for a go away or a don't call again. Anything's better than this quiet, heavy one. I'm shouting at the moon in a dark, empty sky, living in the echo of no reply. I saw you liked a photo of a sunset at 3, a digital footprint that has nothing to do with me. You're alive, you breathe, and you're clicking your phone, while I'm sitting here feeling like I'm made of stone. Is it easy to ignore me? Does it feel like a win to keep the door bolted so I can't get back in? I'm a ghost in your inbox, a glitch in your day, a name on the screen that you just swipe away. The silence is a sentence, a verdict, a wall. It's the loudest way you could tell me nothing at all. I take a I hate you or a leave me alone. Over this digital graveyard is the things I've shown. And there's no reply, just a hollow delivered. I'm standing in the heat, but I've never felt more shivered. I'm a letter to a house that's been burned to the ground, a desperate cry that doesn't make a sound. I'm begging for a go away or a don't come again. Anything's better than this quiet, heavy one. I'm shouting at the moon in a dark, empty sky, living in the echo of no reply. My battery's dying, the screen's turning black. I'm finally realizing that you're not coming back. One walls are closing in, painted in a shade of regret. With every sunset comes a debt I haven't paid off yet. I'm tethered to the floorboards by the weight of what we were, a silhouette of us that's starting to become a blur. I keep my suitcase open by the corner of the bed, filling it with apologies I never should have said. My heart is like a bird that's forgotten how to sing, with silver wire wrapped around a broken, heavy wing. I'm staring at the skyline through a cracked and dusty pane, counting all the reasons why I'm standing in the rain. And yeah, one day I'll fly away, I'll leave the ghost of you behind. I'll find a piece of heaven that's a little less unkind. I'll rise above the wreckage and the fire and the fear, to a place where I can breathe again and finally disappear, out of the reach of shadows, past the hurt I can't outrun. One day I'll find the courage to go chasing after the sun. The city lights are blinking like a code I cannot read, reminding me that freedom is the only thing I need. But I'm addicted to the sorrow, I'm a prisoner of the why, building cages out of memories beneath a lonely sky. I wanna feel the wind again, to let the gravity went back to the corner, 5th and Main, to the lobby where we used to hide from the rain. The velvet carpet is faded to gray, and the concierge looks the other way. I asked for the key to the life we made before the colors started to fade. But the ledger is blank, the ink is dry. Underneath a hollow digital sky, I'm pacing the hallway of memory lane, trying to find an exit for all of this pain. But every door I touch is cold, and the story I'm chasing has already been told. I'm standing at the door of room 44, but you don't live behind it anymore. It's a not found soul in a not found heart. Everything we built has been torn apart. I'm clicking on shadows, I'm searching for light in a vacant space in the middle of the night. Empty hallways, a ghost on the floor. I'm lost in the silence of room 44. The wallpaper's peeling like skin from a bone. I'm surrounded by ghosts, but I'm pure alone. I remember the laughter, the wine in the glass. Now it's just echoes that won't let me pass. I check the drawers and I check the view, but there's not a single trace left of you. Just a flickering bulb and a broken aircon, a monument to torchlight is flickering, dying in the rain. I'm tracing the patterns of your name on the paint. The tea's gone cold, a stagnant shade of gray, like the ghost of the words that I wanted to say. I keep the door unlocked just in case the wind is actually a shadow trying to get back in. The clock on the wall is a heavy rhythm, it's sure. Every second is a footstep that stops before the door. They tell me that moving on is a lesson I should learn, but I'm still holding the match, just waiting for the burn. And I'm waiting in the silence of a house that's far too loud, searching for a silver lining in a heavy hollow cloud. My heart is a station where the trains don't ever run. I'm a fool out in the midnight, still looking for the sun. Is it hope or is it masochism keeping me in place? Just a ghost in the hallway, waiting for your face. I'm waiting in vain. I saw your favorite book on the shelf the other day. It's gathered some dust since you walked away. I thought about calling, I dialed halfway through, but what's the point of hello if it isn't from you? I'm a master of excuses, a king of any minute now. I'd give up my future if the past would show me how. The seasons are changing, the leaves turn to gold. The air is getting sharper, the nights are getting cold. Everyone's moving, everyone's free, but time is a cage that's built around me. How long is forever when you're counting every breath? How long is a maybe before it feels like death? And I'm waiting in the silence of a house that's far too loud, searching for a silver lining in a heavy hollow cloud. My heart is a station where the trains don't ever run. I'm a fool out in the midnight, still looking for the sun. Is it hope or is it masochism keeping me in place? Just a ghost in the hallway, waiting for your face. I'm waiting in vain. to survive, pretending that the yesterday is still somehow alive. I'll stay right here, I won't move a stone. Better to wait for you than to be alone. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. The light finally dies. The hallway has grown longer since you walked out of the door. The floorboards have a language that I never heard before. They creak under the pressure of a ghost I can't outrun. I'm shadows in a bedroom that has forgotten the sun. I reached across the mattress in the middle of the night, but the sheets are cold and heavy and nothing feels quite right. The silence isn't quiet, it's a roar inside my head. It's the echo of the always and the nevers that we said. I'm a pilot in a cockpit with no stars to guide the way, just a traveler of the darkness, terrified of day. 'Cause the world loses its color when you're not here. Every laugh sounds like a secret, every happy feels like fear. I'm a clock without a battery, just frozen on the hour. I'm the scent of something dying in a wilted plastic flower. One thing has a meaning, everything is blurred and gray. I'm just a body taking space until the pain decides to stay. God, it's so much louder when you are not here. I went to buy the groceries, I bought the bread you like. Then I remembered I'm the only one who's home tonight. I see a movie killer and I turn to catch your eye, but I only find the empty space where we used to let time fly. It's the little things that kill me, the way the keys sit on the tray, the realization that the us has slowly bled away. They say the time is healing, but it's just a clever lie. It just gives you more room to watch the memories go by. I'm not living, I'm just waiting for the sting to settle in, wondering where your life ends and where mine was meant to begin. neighbors turn their lights on. The world is moving on, but I'm still in the kitchen, waiting for the dawn. The air is thin, the room is clear, and I am nothing when you're not here. No, I'm not The coffee's still hot, but the kitchen is freezing. The air in my lungs has lost all its meaning. It's January 2020 says, or so the calendar says, but I'm stuck in the fog of our always and forevers. I saw your favorite coat on a stranger today, and for a heartbeat I forgot you'd gone away. I reached for your hand in the space on the seat before the cold leather felt like a defeat. The walls are too wide, the silence is loud. I'm a ghost in a city, a face in the crowd. I'm learning to walk without leaning on you, but I don't know what these empty hands are supposed to do. 'Cause the world keeps on spinning, but I'm standing still, trying to climb up a mountain with no strength or will. The stars are still shining, but they don't look the same. The wind is just wind, it doesn't whisper your name. It's a long, lonely road, and the sky isn't blue. I'm just a shadow living without you. I went to the movies to drown out the thought, but I ended up buying snacks that you bought. I laughed at a joke and then turned to your chair, but there's nothing but echoes and thin, empty air. They tell me that time is a healer of scars, but time is just distance between us and the stars. I'm a king of a kingdom of dust and of bone, learning the terror of being alone. Is there a me if there isn't a we? I'm a lock with no key, I'm a shore with no sea. I trade every tomorrow just to have one more than to be back in the wreckage and start it again. just a shadow, living without you. The porch light is on, the house is so quiet. My heart's an engine in the middle of a riot. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, but I don't know what living's about without you. Without you, the lights fading out. Without you, I saw that photo that you posted just an hour ago. You're standing on a coastline where the golden lilies grow. There's a light behind your eyes that I haven't seen in years, while I'm still over here just counting salt inside my tears. You look like you finally found the air you couldn't breathe with me, like you're finally the person that you always longed to be. I'm happy for you, really. That's the lie I tell my friends, while I'm driving past your exit just to see where the road ends. It's 2026 and the world is painted bright, but I'm still shivering in the middle of our last July night. 'Cause you're happy and I'm not, and it's killing me to see how easy it was for you to find a life without me. You're dancing in the sunshine, I'm shivering in the dark. You're building up a fire, I'm just looking for a spark. I hate that your healing feels like my final defeat, like I was just a detour on your way to something sweet. You're finally home, and I'm just where you forgot. Yeah, you're happy, and I'm not. I heard you're moving cities, starting over, moving fast, deleting every shadow of the wreckage of our past. I'm still sleeping on the left side, leaving room for a ghost, while you're out making memories with the ones you love the most. Does it ever cross your mind? Does it ever make you pause? Or was I just a symptom of a much deeper cause? They say that love is selfless, that I should want you to fly, but I'm anchored to the bottom, watching you touch the sky. I'm bitter, I'm broken, I'm a mess you left behind, and your happily ever after is the cruelest thing I'll find. 'Cause you're happy and I'm not, and it's killing me to see how easy it was for you to find a life without me. You're dancing in the sunshine, I'm shivering in the dark. You're building up a fire, I'm just looking for a spark. I hate that you're healing, feels like my final defeat. Like I was just a detour away, something sweet. You're finally whole, and that's what you forgot. Yeah, you're happy, and I'm not. So go on, keep on smiling. It looks good on your face. I'll stay right here in this empty, hollow space. One of us made it out. One of us moved on. The sun is hitting you, but I'm still waiting for the dawn. You're happy. God, I wish I was too. I'm not. I can handle the street where we used to walk. I can stand the silence when we used to talk. I've rearranged the books and I've moved the chairs. I don't see your ghost at the top of the stairs. I thought I was winning, I thought I was free. In this brand new year of 2026, I'm finally me. But then someone asked a question, or a letter arrives in the mail, and the ship I've been building begins to lose its sail. It's only 2 syllables, a breath in the air, but it feels like a physical weight I can't bear. It's a jagged little pill that I can't seem to swallow, a hollow sound that makes the whole room feel hollow. I can say goodbye, and I can say it's fine. I can pretend I've drawn a permanent line, but your name still hurts to say. It's the only part of you that won't go away. It's a spark in the dark, it's a sting in the chest. it written down on a coffee cup today. Just a stranger in line, looking the other way. For a split second, my lungs forgot to work. Like a ghost in the static, like a knife in the dark. I wanted to scream it, I wanted to hide. I'm tired of the war that I'm fighting inside. How can 5 or 6 letters have so much power to turn a whole garden into a wilted flower? I've deleted the photos, I've burned every note, I've untied the anchor and pushed out the boat. But I can't erase the sound of you from my tongue. It's the very last song that'll ever be sung. It's just a word, but it sounds like forever. It's just a sound, but it feels like never. I'll try to speak, I'll try to be brave, but I'm still a prisoner to the name that you gave. Your